A youth football coach in Harrisburg is fighting to get answers after a charter bus company canceled on them before they were going to leave on a trip. That cancellation, the coach claims, cost them thousands of dollars. WCNC Charlotte's Miles Harris has that story tonight.
A Harrisburg football team raised thousands of dollars and had plans to get some competition and experience outside of their normal playing field. But those plans were sacked after a charter bus company canceled their transportation at the last minute.
You try to do something special for the kids, and then somebody I couldn't sleep with myself if I knew that I left 33 kids on the sidewalk.
Jeffrey Sapp's frustrated. He wanted to give his 9U football team a college experience through football, some new competition outside their immediate area. The team was scheduled to take a charter bus with Semper Fi Tours to Wilmington. He and more than 30 players were left stranded less than an hour before the bus was set to arrive. The bus never showed.
He didn't just rob us of money. He's robbed these kids out of a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They're probably never going to get to take a charter bus to play a football game until they, get way older, not this age at least.
The team raised more than $2,000 to cover the bus travel. Money Sapp and his team have yet to get back.
And obviously, we want the money back because $2,600 to a youth program is a lot of money. But at this point, we want to make sure that, this doesn't happen to another youth team.
We reached out to Semper Fi Tours on the issue. They gave us a written statement that reads in part, "We canceled the trip due to a bad storm," adding, quote, "In our contract, it states that we have the right to cancel trips if we don't see it fit to drive the motor coach. We have refunded Mr. Sapp a portion of his money, and we will still refund him the remaining of his balance by the end of the month."
You're talking about the fourth promise already in a month, so what do we believe? We tried to handle this civilly and, quietly as possible, but we just hit a point where we're out of options.
Sapp says the portion they've received is $200. Parents and family members, they stepped up and made the trip possible by packing up the cars and making the trip themselves. Now, Sapp is fighting to make a statement for his team.
We're willing to do whatever it takes to make it right by these boys and make sure, they get this money back so we can use it for them.
In Harrisburg, I'm Miles Harris for WCNC Charlotte.